So you don't live in the US or you're not a US citizen, but you're thinking about buying a vacation rental home here in the US, maybe in Florida, maybe in my area, in the Orlando area. Well, what do you need to know before you actually make that financial commitment and take that plunge? Because of course it's a dream that many of us have. Well, the first thing that I want you to do is actually select an area that you're interested in and then do your research. So look on websites like evolvevacationrental.com and check out occupancy rates. There's absolutely no point in buying a vacation rental that is not going to rent out as a vacation home. So do your research on the area. And then I want you to do your research on immigration restrictions. Why? Well, if you're in the UK, for instance, under an ESTA, you can only stay in the US for 3 months maximum. So it may be that you have plans to stay here for 6 months during the summer. Unfortunately, without a special exception, you're not going to be allowed to do that. So do your research. How long can you stay here for if that's something that you're intending to do? And then what I want you to do is think about tax as well. Research the tax implications. You're going to have to pay an income tax here in the US to the IRS, but you may also have to pay an income tax within your home country also. So research your tax implications too before you even think about making that commitment. And then get onto Airbnb or VRBO and research your nightly rates. And the one thing that I've got to tell you about that is that the rates that are advertised there as an average nightly rate in your area are not the rate that you're going to get in your bank balance, because they're going to take out fees, they're going to take out cleaning, they're going to take out lots of different fees, etc. That you want to make sure that you're accounting for in that investment and in your outgoings. And then while we're talking about outgoings, let's look at the practicalities of outgoings. Outgoings include utility bills and internet and insurance and the property tax as well. What are those outgoings? But more importantly, how are you going to pay those outgoings? Think about the practicalities of this. A lot of utility companies will actually send out a paper bill. How long is that going to take to get to your home country? You may already be in default by the time you receive it, and the services may have been cut off by the time you've received the bill. Not all companies will bill you via email or via an internet account. So how are you going to receive that bill, and how are you going to pay it? Are you going to pay the expense of an international bank transfer every single month? It's something that you need to consider. Then I want you to look at that particular area and research the HOA fees. Now, HOA, it stands for Homeowners Association. It's a bit like ground rent in the UK. It is a fee that you have to pay for a homeowner, this association of that particular development, where they will do certain things. Maybe they've got a communal pool. Maybe they look after the communal gardens. Maybe they look after some communal tennis courts, for instance. They're going to charge you a fee. And I've seen fees ranging from $20 per month right the way through to over $1,000 per month. So research those fees, because that could be a major outgoing. Then research property management companies. How are they actually going to manage your property? Take a look at reviews, see what friends of yours or other people that have actually got vacation rentals, see what companies they're using and check them out. Check their fees, find out what services they're going to provide. But again, think about how you're going to pay them and how they're going to transfer money to you. How are you actually going to receive your income? Then you need to research lending. You need to research how you're going to finance this particular home. You may have cash, and in which case then that would be a simple couple of bank transfers, one for your deposit and one then for the balance of the home. But it may be that you need a mortgage to be able to finance that rental, or at least a portion of that vacation rental, in which case research your lenders both within your home country and here within the US. There are lenders that specialize in foreign investors, and if you want any details for that, then please make a note in the comments there and I'll be happy to oblige you with that. Don't forget, I'll say it again, you're going to have to pay income tax, so don't forget that as an outgoing. Now what I want you to do is do your sums. Work out whether it's actually going to be a viable investment for you. And your last step is going to be to find a realtor that can help you. Now, I know that maybe in your home country you don't actually use a realtor for the buying process. Well, here in the US we do. You will use a buyer's realtor, a buyer's agent, who will actually help you find homes. They have access to listings that you may not have access to. They have all of the updated information that doesn't appear on the likes of Zillow or on realtor.com. They have all of that information, and they can also help you with negotiating contracts and also guide you through the home purchase process itself. Now, a seller may be reluctant to deal with anybody as an individual without having a licensed professional by their side. But especially if you are a foreign investor, you are at a disadvantage. So find yourself a realtor that you can trust. And that's probably the most important thing that you can do, because a realtor will help guide you through all of those steps that I've talked about. Now, if you've got any questions, like I said, leave them in the comments below, or get in touch with me at Joe Peacock Realtor on Facebook. And happy house hunting, and more importantly, happy vacationing.